game last night. You and Bogut really got going. When things like that happen, is it talked about in the game plan, or is it something that you guys just kind of let happen?
No, it's just something we just kind of felt when we were out there. Just trying to, be aggressive. They're going to put a lot of attention on Steph and Clay. Trying to take them out of their game. So, when the rest of us can be aggressive, it helps loosen the defense.
Coach says he knew 48 hours in advance that you'd be back in the starting lineup. How much time do you need before a game to tell you if your role is going to be different than you're used to?
Well, whether I start or come off the bench, my role really doesn't change too much just because in the second unit I play a lot of four. So, for me, it was just about being ready, just being, ready to contribute, no matter how many minutes I played.
Your offense gets a lot of attention, but you guys focus so much on the defensive side of the ball. Did you notice in game one that they were playing into your hand isolation basketball and you guys were kind of pumping your fist saying, this is what we want?
I don't know if we were pumping our fists, but, we just, try to make them as difficult as possible. They have, great, isolation players, guys that can, take over games and dominate. So, we try to just make sure our help side defense was there and give them credit. I mean, they're going to make some tough shots.
When you see LeBron coming over and matching up against you at different times and you know how great of a player he is, what's the thought process on is it only a matter of time, or there are certain things we can do to make sure he doesn't get off and have a great game?
We try to make him work defensively. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to get the ball and start isolating, but just offensive rebounding, cutting, all that type of stuff, just to make him work on both sides of the ball.